May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Today, we will discuss the very recently inaugurated temple over the Babri Masjid, after its demolition by the Islamophobic forces and its striking resemblance with the Masjid Al-Aqsa. Very few people know today that this temple issue in India on the Babri Masjid land was a well-planned and strategized seed planted by the British Zionist elites who worship Satan and await the arrival of Dajjal the Antichrist. There was no tension on this issue between the Hindus and Muslims of India until the 1800s when the British arrived and set up its East India Company. In 1813 to 1814, East India Company's surveyor Francis Buchanan reported that he found an inscription on the mosque walls which is proof that this Babri Masjid was built over the most sacred temple of Ram, a Hindu god. Francis Buchanan also recorded the local tradition, which believed that the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb built the mosque after demolishing a temple dedicated to Ram. Francis Buchanan was a Freemason and under the orders of its satanic cult elites he did this. As we know that the Zionist elites plans their agenda and strategies well before this was done for the same. This issue was purposely planted by the Zionist cult elites for two major reasons. Number one is to break the Hindu-Muslim unity in the region, which will also lay the foundation for further breakage of Muslim population into different countries. And it happened exactly as they planned. The most populous Muslim country broke into three parts, namely India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, along with extreme hatred against Muslims in India. The Zionists knew that if they let this Muslim population grow together with Hindus living alongside without any issue, then this will be a huge problem for the transitioning of the world towards the new world order in which Israel will be the superpower ruling state of the world. And hence, they created this hatred between the Hindus and the Muslims and also divided Muslims further into different countries. The second major reason for which the Freemasons planted this hatred seed was to make sure that predictive programming is being done to the world population for Masjid Al-Aqsa through Babri Masjid. Their main goal is to build the Temple of Solomon, or the third temple after the demolition of Masjid Al-Aqsa, for the arrival of their master who was Dajjal the Antichrist. They also wanted to observe and note down the reaction of the Muslims after the demolition of a mosque to prepare their strategies. They also wanted to prepare the mindset of the world that building a temple over a mosque is normal, and in fact it is justice. So, the demolition of the Babri Masjid was done by a Hindutva group, RSS, which is a puppet of Israel and takes its orders and policies directly from Israel. In fact, the British Freemasons were behind the formation of this extreme right-wing group. It would not be wrong to say that, by demolishing the masjid and rebuilding a temple over it, the Satanist cult forces were checking the reaction nerves of the Muslims. And since they did not receive any major resistance from the so-called Muslim countries of the world, they knew that it would not be very difficult for them to demolish the Masjid Al-Aqsa. Though, after its demolition, the people would be extremely angry and protesting, but the Muslim countries' government are in their pocket. So tomorrow, there is a day that's coming when the Zionist forces will demolish the Masjid Al-Aqsa as well, and will build a Temple of Solomon. In this temple, Dajjal the Antichrist will be throned, and he will rule the world for a few years, until Imam Mahdi and Isa peace be upon him arrives. In these tough times, we the believers, the Mu'mins, have to make sure that we do not compromise with the deen and efforts for its establishment. With every difficulty comes ease from Allah. May Allah makes it easy on us and keeps us steadfast on the righteous path of haqq and justice.